club reaction to Rangers 1, Hibs 2, as the first home game of the season ends probably many of us anticipated that it would. I'm Scott Carney, and joining me for this glorious task that we have in front of us, Ali, of piecing together what that was, Ali Pearson.
You just copy and paste us for the last couple of seasons. That's what it feels like. Let's be honest about it. I know we all kind of tongue-in-cheek to a point predicted the Rangers win on the podcast on Friday. When we met all each other at the Viceroy tonight, Craig, Colin, etc., none of us thought Rangers would win today. And that's the honest, I didn't think Rangers were going to win today. And what I seen today wasn't a shock, can you?
It's not a shock, but I don't think we can get away from how much of a worry it is.
Yeah, I agree with that.
For where we are. I'll be honest, if you're hoping for some reassuring words, you're not going to get them from me. I don't know what we're trying to do. I don't know what direction that we're going in. I don't know what Derek McInnes is trying to do. I don't know what the players that we've recruited, what we're trying to do with those players. That was from when even before we went down, really. Rangers weren't particularly great when we started the game. We moved the ball okay, but from the moment we went down, mate, by a very, very, very dubious penalty decision, and dubious is me being polite about it. It's never a penalty, let's be honest about it. But yeah, it's from where I go down. The whole thing, mate, just stinks of desperation.
Yeah, it was. The starting lineup, Carney, was again. We looked at it and thought, kind of, what is it? Dragovic was playing on the kind of right hand side.
I can't be too against it because he's not played.
Well, he's not the guys that we said you don't want in games that let you down. So you looked at it on paper and right, fair enough. He's went with that. But again, Carney, it's the first half where it's just nothing. And the goal that Hibs get, yes, the penalty is not a penalty. Let's be honest about it.
It's not a penalty.
If that's a penalty, we're giving penalties because there was nothing in it. That's a shocking decision. But I don't know how many shots. I did say this year there would be shocking decisions with VAR. This is the first, probably the first of many. Hibs score, but there's plenty of time to go in the game, Carney. We need to respond for that, and we don't. The only chance I remember in the first half was the Japanese boy Yokota, who I thought was brilliant today, went down the line, done very well, cut it back. I think it was Chermiti, kind of half chance, the defender blocks it. But apart from that, we huff, we puff, and we do nothing. We are a bang average team, and I've said it for I don't know how many weeks now. We lack quality. We've not brought quality in, and it shows in the park. And if we don't bring quality in, Carney, this will happen. This will happen quite a lot this season with Rangers. We're not good enough. And today isn't a shock, but the shock for me is Derek McInnes, I thought as a manager would have us organised. I thought he'd have us hard to beat. And at this point, a few games into the season, I don't know what his plan is.
No matter what your opinion is on the manager, whether you think he's good enough, whether you don't, no matter what your opinion is on the players, whether you think they're good enough or whether you think they aren't, nobody can argue with the criticism that's going to be coming Derek McInnes' way, because that's a draw and a defeat, and we're opening 2 league games. So the criticism's going to come, and I don't. Right now, I don't really think there's an argument against it.
No,
because of how far we are behind already in the table, and how we've looked quite powder puff in front of goal. And look, I want to pick out a few positives for the game, which I'm hoping that we can do throughout this reaction. But the overriding fact is that we've got 1 point for 2 league games. And again, the same conversations about Thursday, right? How big's Thursday now? Well, Thursday's massive. We need to win on Thursday. It's a grim position after 2 league games to be in, Alex. It's a really, really grim position.
It's shocking, the position we're in, Martin. The fact that we said at half time, surely Derek McInnes changes something to try and get the team back up for it. And it just we didn't realistically we didn't get up for it at all. And then the man that seems to just get hate on hate, and yes, some of his performances don't merit it, but I thought Jerry Gassama actually was one of the bright sparks to come on when he did. He was getting us forward, obviously got the assist for the own goal, but we're now sitting here going, right, we've now to go back to Ibrox on Thursday night and build on performance at home and then go, right, let's not get pumped out of Europa League after only the third week of the season. It's worrying times, mate. And listen, it's all right saying this when we're in July, June of next year. No, when you're sitting in August and the season's only just started, Martin, listen, this will be clipped up like because it always does, right? But this is atrocious from the team. We can't be spending this kind of money, bringing in players that we're bringing in, and then going, do you know what? 2 games, 1 point.
Hello everyone, this is CJNovo992 and today we're back for another brand new video. It's not really, but you know, it's the intro, it's catchy. We've kept it for so long, and speaking of catchy and keeping it for so long, we are here yet again to talk about another disappointing performance, another disappointing result, and another dreadful kick in the Crownies. And where that stings, and again, it's never nice as a football fan not to see your team win, because that's all we want to see, you know what I mean? We try and will these guys over the line. We hope, we pray, we manifest, we think about it, consumes all our life, and you get so damn excited, but eventually that whistle's got to go. And unfortunately, what it's like to be a Rangers fan these days, the second that whistle goes, it's all downhill for there. And I think in a weird way today's video is a perfect little mixture of frustration, right? Because you not only have us huffing and puffing and trying to blow the house down, where all the pretty stats suggest that we dominated the match, and oh, we're done this, and oh, we're really, really good. But I sit and look at all that and see us dominating nearly every single statistic, barring the one that matters, and I just roll my eyes at it, troops, because it doesn't impress me. You know what I mean? The only stat that matters is the score sheet, and Hibs beat us on the day. Now, I know there's a very controversial penalty decision, and it's very hard for me to talk about my frustration and maybe narrow in on some of the things that annoys me without addressing that massive elephant, so we'll do that in the next couple seconds. But at the exact same time, man, you're sitting watching this football club lose for the third consecutive time to Hibs, giving him a club record, something that we seemingly do at an alarming rate to nearly every other team in this league that get paid a fraction of our budget, that gets paid a fraction of our wages, yet these players trot about, swagging about, and just gift them out like they're vouchers to every single team. It's infuriating, troops. It really, really is. And where, again, we will talk about where I feel like the team failed throughout several parts of today and was a timely reminder of the lack of quality. Again, we do need to turn around and address the other elephant in the room. It's not that Rangers are bang average. That's air there, troops. The one that's air here is the fact that officials made another howler.
Jesus, honestly, I genuinely thought we were in for something different this year with Derek McInnes. I thought maybe we would turn a new leaf, we would finally get things right under the new ownership. Of course, they had that first season where they were just, they probably made the wrong appointment in Russell Martin. It couldn't have got worse than we started the season last year. But we're well on course to probably do the same here. A draw and 2 defeats to start off Derek McInnes' reign as Rangers manager. And again, it's just the same old talking points as last year. We can do any old match reaction from last season and stick it for that game. It's just right. We are crap. It's just we were cursed. We are genuinely cursed. So
the frustrating thing for me, Stevie, is we made enough chances to win the game. It was one of the ones where blocks on the line, goalies making saves, even when the goalie makes an arse, it hits the bar. But that's been us for how many years now? Nearly men get so close and then give it away, shit the bed when it comes to the long end of it. I can't really complain about the team, Stevie. It's more or less the team I picked, apart from I had Sterling at right back rather than our new £5 million centre midfielder, which was a bit wild. But we don't look as if we know what we're trying to do. It's a bit worrying that 4 weeks pre-season, 2 weeks now of competitive fixtures, and there's no semblance of passing lanes. We're throwing shit at the wall already. We're back at this stage again, and I said the last time I was on the pod that it can very quickly get away from you if you don't start the season well, and we have not started the season well. Results show that against teams that we should be beating. Hibs at home, I would argue we should be beating. The Polish mob on Thursday, any half decent Rangers team beats them Dundee United last week. So it's more frustration. I get today, I don't think some of the breaks of the ball went for us, but I also don't think that we are setting up as best we can in order to go and get results, and that's the damning thing for me, Stevie.